Hi there, I'm Becca Feeken, a licensed designer with Spellbinders, and I've been making mini albums. Today, I want to tell you about an element to mini albums that makes your life good. So we have a universal spine, and what that means is you can use it really on any mini album. You can use it on anything you can bind on the side, any straight edge, and that universal spine is customizable. You can cut it down to size. So I have a mini album here that I want to tell you about. This particular mini album is a Christmas mini album, and I simply use the universal spine to combine some pages from a design paper album. And I thought that was a really good use, and it gives me a whole scrapbook. So just a quick peek inside. This is the universal spine, and it is what allows me to have the different pages. So I have this, and then you see this is 6 inches, and then this one is tiny. So this is a universal spine, and I actually took a card die and bound it on its side and made a book. So I'm going to dig into that a little bit and show you how you use it so that you can use it on anything. So I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to bring in this set of papers right here. So these are all of my mini album pages. I've gone ahead and done them, and they're matted up. And I actually have each page sitting back to back so that I can actually go ahead and put it in a spine. Now, this is the spine die, and I've referred to this before. Let me tell you about it though. It is a die that once you've cut it, you fold it along the perforated lines, and you keep in mind that there are some notations on it that tell you where you put your peaks to make a fold for your spine. There are also lines on the side that you can cut off level to customize the size. Now for a 6x6 album, if I bring this in here, look. So no problem. I have a 6-inch album, but my spine's a little bit smaller, but that's really not a problem. I could actually make a spine with this and actually let the edges hang off the top, and it would still be pretty cool. I do have a fix for that, or I have a different way of doing it that I'm going to let you see. So let me show you how to put the pages in. First of all, I'm going to take the first 2 pages and set them to the side. I want to start with page 2. So I'll set that aside. And the reason is because I want a neat spine. I want a neat hidden spine. And so I'll show you how I do that. So we're just going to jump up to number 2. So I'm going to peel the liner off, and I have already peeled the liner off of the first peak. And then I'm going to take page number 2. I'm going to come in this crevice where there are perforation lines. I'll center it, and then I'll push that adhesive over onto the page. The only thing you need to be sure of is that you're in there along that perforation line, because every other page is going to follow this. So now I'll pull up the second line of adhesive, and if you think about this, I've laid down a page, and on the back of that page you see the spine. I'm going to lay another page. It's going to hide that spine. So what we're doing essentially is we're adding pages to the universal spine, but we're hiding that spine so that when you look in it, you don't see it. And it's just as easy to do, you know, when you're adding your pages. There's no special skill involved, just add them one right after the other. So when I come in here, actually the first thing I'm going to do is go on 3 sides with adhesive, and the 4th side is going to get sealed off by the adhesive tape. And then I'm going to lay that one right on top, just like that, matching it to the page that is right underneath, and then I know I will be lined up. So I will get this first one. There we go. So the first page is in place. Now I'm going to pull up the next liner. There we go. So this is our next page. I'm going to come around, going to line it up in that next to the prefs and push the adhesive over on top of it. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue on 3 sides. And then I'm going to come in with that next page and I'm going to put it right on top of the page before it, matching it up. So we have 2 pages. So go back, pull up the adhesive liner, come into the pref line. It's that same set of steps for every page. So this is the last page before the cover or the end of the book, because remember, I just kind of want a hidden spine. So we have 4 of 6 pages already in place. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and actually add something onto this spine to finish it off, and then I'll finish up with the other pages. So I'm going to flip back to the front, and I have 2 pieces of paper. They are 2 inches wide, and they are scored 1/4 of an inch in on each side. My whole mini album is 6 inches, so I have enough to cover the 6 inches, and then I wanted a decorative edge over top of that. So pretty much I'm going to layer everything just like this. I've cut a wide piece of tape that I'm simply going to lay down on here so that I can stick those other 2 panels on top. Okay, I've got that in place. It's actually a little wider than I need it to be, so I'm going to come back and I'm going to trim that up. And so now I can pull this off, and I can put down the red, which is the 6-inch piece. And so now that's in place. I'll just burnish that down. So now we'll come in with this brown, and I've created a 6-inch spine over the universal spine that I had. Okay, just like that. Well, so we can't stop there. There's also a decorative spine. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that into place too. Now, by me putting these on now, and I've not put on the last pages, when I put on the last pages, I'm going to put them over this, and so you'll never see. You'll never see these flaps that I have on the end. So here is my decorative spine. I've already gone ahead and taped it. So I'll pull the adhesive off, and then I'll just center it. Let's see. This is my top right here. I'm using this because I know I want ribbon to go through here. So I'm going to, it doesn't have to be right in the center. I want this to fall where I want my ribbon to fall. And so this probably shows you why I decided that I want to hide that, because you see an edge here. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put adhesive right here. And then I'm going to add my last 2 pages, and then we're going to be done. So with tape, I will come in right here, and I will come in right here. Now we've been putting our pages together in pairs. What I was doing before is I was putting in 1 page, and then I was butting it up against the spine, and then I was putting in another page to kind of seal that off. This time, for the cover and for the end, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue those pages together, and then I'm going to sit them right on this adhesive. I'll pull up the liner, and then we'll be all ready when it's time to add the pages. Okay, so these are my first 2 pages. This is the first page, and this is the second page. Very simple. All I'm going to do is take the glue and go around all 4 sides and lay them together and match them up. Okay, so those are ready. So this is the front cover right here. So all I'm going to do is come in and lay this right here, and it covers up the edge of that red decorative piece that I just put in place, and I call that a hidden spine. So that's the front page. I'll turn it over, do the exact same thing with the last page. I'll actually do it from this side. I'm going to turn one over, put glue on all four sides. Then I'll put them together. I know this is the part that is going to be last. So actually I'm just going to add it right here to this edge and burnish it. And so I've just added the back cover. Here are all of our pages. Let me come over. Well, actually I'm going to add a pocket in there. So just like with the others, I've come in with some adhesive. And you can go through and do whatever you want. I mean, so this is a square book. You can actually put your dies in it. You can actually put other pockets in it and fill it to your heart's desire. So just right down in this little right-hand corner, it's going to pop a pocket. So that's an option for this particular book. So now, let me just show you the original one with a pocket and a bow on each page. I have an actual hinged element in there because this is big enough, and every page is the same. So each of these albums has 6 pages and they're quite sturdy. So that was the 6-inch spine, and then this is a bit smaller. I've showed you this before, and this is actually a card that I've turned on its side and used it as an album too, with the universal spine that's cut down to size, and it's actually inserted the same way. So I hope it inspires, and I hope it has you looking for what you can actually put the universal spine on. You'll be surprised. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and want to see more from Scrapbook.com, please share, like, subscribe, and leave a message. Happiness is life handmade.